Okay, we're live again.
Bye-bye.
Shit. What spell are you trying? What are you trying to do to the ghost?
Can I cast a spell on the ghost head?
I mean, yes, but if he's destroyed, he just goes back to. He just goes back
I
to.
don't think it's gonna break the curse.
Huh.
Yeah, if
You
you hurt the ghost, he's just going to vanish and vanish back into the medallion.
So no then. I don't want to cast that. Huh. I'm gonna sit down next to him and have a chat.
You sit down next to him and you guys have a nice chat. Eventually, your watch is over and we move on to the into third watch. Who has third watch?
Isn't it Silas?
No, I got a nat 1 for that.
Yeah, Silas is last.
Who? I got 2 last time.
Okay,
So
it's
it's mine?
Bird's turn.
Oh, okay. Let me just actually start going then.
The bed. The bird word.
The bed.
Okay,
The
when
bird.
we roll
The bird is the word.
Also, I like how there's like a bunch of people in chat, but Streamlabs thinks that nobody's here.
Yeah, because you crashed.
Yeah. All right, bird. You wake up. There's a ghost on the boat, and there's a ghost on the boat, and Carter's just kind of talking to it, just vibing.
Vulture's not even paying attention. They're still just faking about stuff.
What? Sorry, I cut out for a second.
I just said Vulture's just faking about stuff. They don't even notice the ghost.
You notice the ghost because it glows.
I told you, Fred, you can't do this. Okay.
What can't I do? I'm confused.
Not even gonna attack.
I haven't done anything. I mean, sure, I bound myself to you for all of eternity, but that's beside the point.
Attack that.
That's fine, but you could have done better, Ted. Fine, Fred.
Love this new emoji.
Listen, he tries to grab you by the shoulders but can't, and he like tries to shake you but can't because he's a ghost. He goes, "Do you have any idea what it's like being stuck on an island with just a tree and a deck of cards for 300 years? Do you have any idea how many games of solitaire I've played?"
Believe it or not, Fred, I'm in the same boat. I'm going to uncast the Sky Self.
Oh yeah, because you've just been disguised this entire time.
Oh my god, oh my god, you're dead!
Yeah.
Silas
Wait.
doesn't hear this at all. He's
Wait.
asleep.
If you're dead, and I'm dead, then who's driving the boat? Oh, never mind, that bird friend of yours is up there. Okay, we're fine. Speaking of which, Altair, go ahead and roll perception for your watch.
Okay. What's that dice again?
D20.
Oh yes, also, as Ren has just showed us, we do have the crit fail emoji now.
We do have what?
We have a crit fail emoji.
A 14 plus your perception.
Yeah, I'm just checking right now.
Yana's still watching the ghost in what's it? I keep forgetting what Anders' character name is.
Carter.
14.
Carter.
Oh, so you've seen me dispel the illusion.
That's 14.
Alright, with the 14, your watch passes by peacefully. Thankfully, it doesn't seem that anything else weird is going to happen tonight besides the random freaking ghost that's just vibing now.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, this is a mess.
Alright, Silas, it is your watch now. Fred has used up all of his time, though, and Fred has returned back to his medallion for the evening.
Alright. Perception check, right?
So is Carter's not disguised. Silas, there's a corpse in your ship.
Can I say that I'm just playing down
Wait,
the
was
wall, just
Was Carter
zoning out?
disguised when we met him?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
Can I
my
say that I'm just
God.
playing on the wall, just zoned out, just eyes blank, expressionless.
Carter's dead.
Silas wakes up, looks to the side, sees a fucking corpse
Of a child.
of a child, and all he does is sigh. a nightmare, isn't it? Fuck me.
Beyond pops out from your bag, blinking sleepily. What's a nightmare?
Oh my god, I forgot about Beyond.
It's like,
That
oh.
was better.
Silas
And you
looks.
reminded me Beyond exists.
Silas looks at Beyond and just goes, "It's definitely a nightmare."
What did I do?
Come on, it's time for watch, buddy.
Oh, very well, very well.
Good book.
Need any good
He, like,
reading
steps
material?
carefully over the corpse, like someone can deal with that.
Why is there a
He's
corpse?
not daring.
Why is there a corpse and why do I smell ectoplasm?
It's a long story.
Oh dear.
Like, he looks over, he, like, surprised, he looks over, he's like, oh yeah, you don't sleep. Is that...
Everyone keeps forgetting.
Like, he looks over, like, Silas looks over to, Hyun and is like, why is there a corpse?
I'm not saying anything.
Great.
Yana just
Not even
shrugs.
a robot is complain.
Anyway, Silas, go ahead and roll perception for your watch.
16.
16. Alright, your watch goes peacefully. You and Beyondu have a little... You and Beyondu chat somewhat during your watch. He goes, so, I do believe that I heard your grandfather say something about going to get a crystal that fell from the heavens, yes?
You're right, Beyond, have I told you about why I was on said ship? The crashed one, I mean?
Yes, I believe you mentioned before that you were going for a... merchant mission, correct?
Yes, in Colston, we... trying to negotiate something about the thorns. I'm too tired right now. Basically, Popeye... machine needs crystal.
Ah.
I'm too tired.
Oh yes, and he wants crystals from the heavens for that. That's a bit overkill, but I suppose it would work for attempting to get rid of those thorns.
It's Popeye. You've met the man. What's overkill to him?
Did you know that your grandfather had a certain creation that he made called a wood chipper? I believe he made it specifically for me.
That would make
So
sense.
I don't put anything out of the realm of possibility as overkill for that man.
Anywho.
But aside from that, seems like it'll be a peaceful night.
I'm home.
And with that, you and Beyond do have a nice chat for the rest of the evening.
Awesome.
Until a new day dawns.
Until...
And now we have to deal with the fact that there is a corpse on the ship, a ghost on the ship, a possessed magical sentient book of some sort. You guys have a lot to deal with now, so how y'all going to go about this?
So, before anyone gets is everyone out of the cabin thing?
No.
Ah.
We're looking at the dead corpse.
William wakes up and goes,
Can I just...
why is he dead? What the fuck happened? Why is the kid dead?
Silas comes down and is like, oh, so it wasn't a nightmare.
Can I describe what my body looks like, though?
Yeah, go ahead and tell everyone. Because you're still very obviously a corpse.
Are my eyes deceiving me, or is there a dead child corpse on the ship now?
So my skin is pure black with what looks to be black veins going through my body.
Oh god.
You can see poking through my hairs, heavily frostbit ears, and a nose that's just completely black and charred. Not charred, just...
And I'm sending you to a vent zone to traumatize you further, yay!
blackened
My
as in
fingers as
rotted
well as
kind of
black,
black?
covered
As in frostbite.
Oh, frostbite. Oh. It's frostbite black, dear God.
And like my body's completely cold, and my blood is still. My eyes are still. My eyes still, however, are just shining amber.
There we go.
Beyond pops out of Silas's bag and looks at you and just goes, "Oh. Oh dear.
Please tell me you know what this thing is.
Well, first of all, saying thing is a bit rude. Carter, would you be so kind as to explain your situation to everyone here?"
That's Carter?
You can't tell?
Can I try to remain motionless and pretend I'm still, then pretend I'm dead?
You can try, however Beyond does know better. Oh, quit pretending!
Can I roll deception? Can I roll deception?
You're not gonna... Listen, Beyond step...
Perception
Go ahead
against
and roll...
nature.
Yeah, go ahead and roll deception, but...
That's not 20, so that would be 25. No, 20. Yeah, 25.
What
Does that
the
beat it?
fuck?
No.
I have 25. I got a freaking nat 20. And I got-
Beyond is more or less encyclopedic knowledge of the entire world, so no.
That man, that book holds secrets older than time. No.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not older than time. Well, no, there's a couple in there. We'll discuss those when you're older. Anyway, Carter, get your ass up and talk.
That was my first nat 20, and I wasted it on nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, but Beyond. Let's just say Beyond's got his own stats.
Oh my god, I don't want to see beyond stats.
So
Beyond
I
is the
sigh
closest thing to
deeply
a
as
deity.
I raised up. Emotion goes back to my face, and I just stand there. So,
there is a living corpse
I wouldn't say living, more
in
just
front of
animated.
Oh god.
I believe the word you're looking for is undead.
Carter, are
All
you?
this is frozen in confusion.
Carter,
The
are you?
world is shattering before them.
Are you? Did a necromancer create you?
Teddy,
What's
do I
going on
remember
here?
that? Do I remember how I was created at all?
You have
Or do
vague.
I just remember waking up on the streets one day?
You have vague flashes. You have memories of the cold, and you have memories of the cold, and you have memories of a voice while you were freezing to death. The next thing that you remembered, you were on the streets. You don't remember being raised, but you do have vague memories of your death.
I'm just.
Well,
to
I
be
don't know
fair,
how
we had-
exactly, but somehow I died and it was cold. I heard this voice, don't know exactly what it is at the moment. It's kind of in a amnesia sort of situation. My mind's kind of fried from when I died.
Silas's face is just pure shock.
I've been here
'Cause-
for 52 years now, I
Altia is
think.
just frozen in confusion.
He's older than you.
I've just.
Bullshit, brother. Oh wow.
Isn't necromancy not very.
Okay, go back.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Legal, moral, justifiable, punishable by death and by smiting by any one of the martyrs are taboo. That one as well.
Okay, look, pal, I don't know exactly how I came here. I don't really care. What matters is that I'm alive.
Well, clearly it's not your fault. You're a victim.
Well, that's yet to be found out.
Just blatantly, you're a victim.
Also, you all are able to tell he's not exactly hiding it. Beyond has some thoughts on necromancy specifically.
So, one thing I find odd is that for some reason I can do this, and I'm going to cast Frostbite on a barrel of wine.
William looks at the barrel and goes, "Holy shit, it's perfectly chilled now. Fuck yes!"
Nice.
So there's that.
It imbued you with some form of magic.
Well then,
Due to my
that's
nature,
great.
I tend to keep myself disguised, and I've tried to stay alone because one, I'm not exactly welcome, and I'm
Silas?
kinda an assassin of sorts.
Silas, like, kneels down, like, to Carter's eye level and goes, well, like, tiredly as well, because he did not get a good night's sleep.
Nope.
Well, listen, Carter. We have a tiefling, a talking bird, an eccentric artificer, a science experiment, a living book, and a seasick bard.
Who's the science experiment?
Samoa.
Who?
Yeah. Samoa is the science experiment. You are, well, to put it simply, I don't really care about what your condition is, what you look like, what you are, how you present, etc. You're welcome on board, as long as you don't stab us in the back.
That's not contagious, right?
Not to my knowledge.
No, of course it's not contagious, you lummox.
I laugh and just kneel over her.
The only way to catch the disease of death is to be stabbed, burned. It just like Silas starts listing off anything that would.
Oh, Silas. Beyond pops up. Oh, Silas, dear boy. Your knowledge of what can kill you is concerningly lacking.
Oh, one more thing. I pull out my scimitar. I woke up with this 50-some years ago on the streets of somewhere.
Beyond eyes up and down the scimitar goes,
Rapier, sorry, not the scimitar.
Our rapier, yeah.
Blade.
It's an old blade. Very old.
Beyond.
Do I remember how I got it?
Yes.
This is awkward.
You remember that it was there when you died, and you had it when you woke up.
Beyond, like, Silas presses Beyond about the book. I mean, like, presses Beyond about, like, the rigors. Do you know about things like this?
Well, I know things, sure. Having somebody brought back from the dead as a sentient walking corpse is a bit of a rarity. And by a bit of a rarity, I can count the number of times I've seen it on my fingers, and as you will notice, he wobbles back and forth, I don't have any fucking fingers!
Well, then you probably should get some, because now it's gone up to 1.
I hope it's a middle finger. I hope the finger that I get first is a middle one. But no, I have heard of things like this before. I have things written in my contents. However, those are bits beyond what you could handle at the moment.
Oh, it's
So,
that
like,
excuse
some
again.
connection between me and the blade or all anything I could try digging deeper at.
You do have a connection to your blade. A deep, deep connection.
Could I throw religion to it and see if I can dig deeper? And
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say not yet for now. You are still you're very young in the ways of being a corpse.
A
yes,
new
64 years.
baby
That's-
corpse.
Well, you don't appear as the kind of undead that I know of yet. Beyond sits there. Beyond levitates himself out of of your pack, Silas, and plops down on the table, and you see that his pages begin to rapidly turn themselves. And he goes, let me do some thinking. I'll have to get back to you on what exactly I think you are.
I don't think you should do it on a fucking barrel.
But it's wine! I do so love wine.
You're
That's
a
chill.
book. You're a book.
And?
What? Silas is just... He just, like, lets out, like, I can't deal with this. And just, like, goes back into the, like, one of the, like, little rooms of the ship. Just, like, flops onto a bed and tries to go back to sleep. Is this too much?
Tis it. And with that, the day is now yours. Who wants to roll for random encounters, kids?
I will.
Okie dokie. Now then, we are not rolling a D100 this time. You are rolling a D20.
Okay.
Can I? Or who's rolling?
I will say I haven't gotten to yet.
That's true.
Yeah, let's let Nex, since Nex hasn't gotten a chance to yet.
Yay.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll.
15.
A 15, you say?
Yeah, from a D100.
Merrily, 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 life.
Okie dokie. So, you do... Let me move you guys. Boop. At this point, it is starting to get cold, as you all have made your way across another vast stretch of the sea. And at this point, you are now you're now able to see the jagged northern coast of Ventilm. It'll be about another day and a half before you are able to get to port. And as you get to this point, you see something. You see something in the water. You see the water moving rapidly and back and forth as if a lot of somethings are swimming just under the surface.
Can I look? Try to look closer at it?
Indeed, you can. You look closer. You expect to see. You've been on boats long enough. You know what a feeding like shoal of fish looks like. It looks like that. But then you see the predators that are feeding on this shoal of fish. They look like horses.
Horses.
Did you just...
Okay.
Are they unicorns?
No.
Eddie, did you just make a fucking seahorse joke?
Healthy guys.
No.
Uncultured. Healthy.
Yeah, they're kelpies.
Fish.
Can I roll animal handling on it? And try to...
I don't think animal handling works on the Fae.
Can I try persuading it to hop on board?
Rip.
Go ahead and roll a religion check.
No.
Persuasion?
They are wild animals. They are also notoriously dangerous.
And I eat it.
Can I keep one?
Listen, you already got an extra NPC today. Don't push it.
It's the fucking...
And I
Guys.
eat it. I will walk it. I'll feed it.
I will...
No.
Is that a lie?
But it's a
We
kelpie.
seriously need to get a pet, like a pet.
Oh yeah, I have a pet. I
Yeah,
forgot about this.
Stop boasting. Stop boasting. Altair turns around and says, "Stop boasting."
You can't be trusted with pets. You'll try to eat them.
No, I would.
Try to give Altair a pet bowl.
Literally ate a snake.
By the way,
The snake was supposed to be your pet.
can I say that I showed the a medallion to the book?
I'm not gonna eat something
Oh, one of that pirate medallions.
Snakes
Good for you.
are delicious. I'm sorry.
You should be sorry.
Delicious.
But yeah, Beyond looks at the medallion and goes, oh, is there still a soul in it?
It appears so.
Anyways.
I think fighting Fred didn't really listen much.
Poor bastard.
I won a bet.
They can be freed from those medallions, but it's a bit difficult to do. A bit beyond your capabilities at the moment.
I don't think I'd want to really.
Bruh.
Taste for company.
Can I please
Lying
get a
sides.
Kelpie pet?
No, you can't keep the kelpies.
Eat it.
It's not really like it harms me at all. It's just a medallion. I'm sure I can't really remove it. Which
Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on.
We're moving on, please.
No, you're not keeping the kelpies.
I'm supposed to need to get a companion.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Listen, if you wanted a pet, you should have gotten a pet while you were in Freeport. It's a big city. They got pet shops.
Can I try and find? Do I think I can take one in the water?
Take the kelpies in the water? Absolutely fucking not. I'd say kelpies are pretty well known that they are... Alright, kelpies are a fairly well-known beast. They're not normally hostile unless you mess with them.
I still can't believe
But
it.
they are absolutely the kind that will drag you to the bottom of the ocean and drown you. Or if you're not something that drowns, drag you to the bottom of the ocean never to be seen again.
Can I shoot at them? Would that be? Would I still be? Would I have a chance at that point?
Why?
Why are you trying to shoot at them?
I'm wondering if I could take a fight. If I stand a chance if I did.
Alright, let me ask you this. Why are you trying to fight the kelpies?
Because I don't have much fighting experience, and I don't know. I usually don't do much.
Why kelpies?
Inactive.
They're not hostile, and they're not in your way.
Listen. Once we get to the...
Trust me, you'll get plenty of fucking fighting experience.
We'll get the fighting. Like, literally, magic radiation, animals going crazy, blah, blah, blah. We're gonna have a lot of fighting. Why are we fighting magical water spirits?
That are beyond your pay grade, I promise you.
I ignore them.
We are literally level 2.
Yeah, I'm not.
Everything's
If you
beyond
start
our
fighting
pay
them,
grade.
I'm gonna watch as you get bodied by the kelpies.
I understand you want to fight something, though, Andrew. But remember, you don't have to pick every fight you see. And a lot of the times, it's better not to pick a fight if you don't have to. And there is a whole herd of them.
Cop, that one ship that we passed and we decided not to fight, and you got very surprised that we didn't have to choose to fight.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Chips.
See, we have common sense. Mostly.
Yeah.
I have a cat.
Yeah.
I'm still not entirely used to that fact. Anyway, you all leave the kelpies alone.
Look.
Cats.
It is quite a majestic sight, though, watching these kelpies as they viciously devour an entire school of fish.
Ew.
It's very weird to see horses as carnivores, and it's kind of uncomfortable.
Greek mythology.
Mm-hmm.
Great mythology.
Anyway,
Do I hear Do I hear Fred's voice in my head, or does he only do that when I summon him?
he only does that when you summon him.
Ah.
Mostly for the fact of, listen, Red was entirely a random thing. I gotta make up a whole character for him now.
That is the way of D&D characters.
We all have pets.
Anyways, I personally vote that we please move on.
I agree. Yes.
We are dragging this
Just sadly looking at the kelpies.
Yeah, you guys, also you guys do have to put on your cold weather gear starting today.
Great.
I am muffled entirely. You can't hear me speak whatsoever. Just...
You now look like Kenny.
I'm gonna go for the blue one.
I look the same as always. Just there's like
The white
slight
one.
winter aesthetic. Also, I do have the scarf on. However, I do have the scarf on. However, Actually, no, I don't change the colors. Actually was like, wait, how would I change the colors? I just have the scarf on. It is warm.
The only other thing of note that happens, or no, I guess that wouldn't happen yet. So nothing else of note happens today.
Put on this.
And also, the night goes by peacefully as well.
Okay.
A new day dawns. You are now at the end of this day. You'll be half a day's journey away from Eventum.
How many rations so far, by the way? I forgot to ask.
That's been 3 days.
Okay, great. Yeah, there we go.
And who else hasn't rolled for a random encounter yet?
I haven't.
I'm out.
All right. And go ahead and roll for a random encounter. D20.
Okay. Let's hope I don't regret this. Well, fuck.
Is that a 14?
Yeah.
All right. Nothing happens today. It is entirely boring.
Good. Silas needed that. Thank you.
Yo, she happens back on.
Silas desperately needed that boring day. Thank you, Teddy.
You're welcome.
Can I try playing blackjack with the crew again?
Indeed, you can. Go ahead and roll a d20. Same rolls as always.
Do I add with the
play
proficiency bonus
solitaire?
to that, right?
Yes.
Since it's cards?
Yep.
Okay. I got a 3, so that's an 8.
All right. William starts to swear as one of the other crew members with a 21 wins.
Nice.
What did you get, William? Don't cheat.
I storm off because it's dropping my cards.
The fuck is that?
Anyway, what?
Okay. Moving on, as it is your final night before you arrive, we're going to need a watch order.
Oh yeah, I have cards. I should put that there.
Yep.
I have cards
Fourth.
now.
Alright, we're going to go in the order that I have you guys on the board because I'm lazy. So first up is Samoa.
What are we doing?
Oh, okay. Perception.
Yep.
Oh my god. Not a perception check.
Is that another day of rations, right, Teddy?
This has been 3 days total of rations.
10.
Okay, thank you.
A 10?
Yeah.
Alrighty, one sec.
Dude, D&D Beyond hates me. It just keeps going in the corner with rolls below like 10.
Oh, I know. I hate the D&D Beyond dice. They get stuck in the corner, and then they always roll like shit, especially if you roll, like, specifically perception.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Can we just go with my passive? Since it's 15.
Sure, why not? I'll allow it this time. Especially as it's a pretty obvious thing that happens. As you are nearing the Arctic, overhead a beautiful aurora erupts into the sky. Mesmerizing ribbons of red, purples, greens, and blues dance in the sky above you.
Oh god.
I get inspiration.
The gods
I'll be
have
back.
come to claim us.
I'll be muted for a sec.
The claw.
The claw.
The claw.
The only other thing of note that happened... No, not with it. Nobody would notice. But yeah, beautiful aurora, and the night, and the rest of the night passes by peacefully.
What? Nobody would notice. What?
Not a goddamn thing. Don't worry about it.
I'm scared now.
Hey, there we go. We got Carter.
Oh my eye.
Kitty.
Yay. Alright.
Well, maybe we have Carter. It's trying.
Let's-
Alrighty. Mark off another day's rations.
Alright.
As ba-ba-da-ba, you guys have finally made it to Aventiln. And we're taking you.
Back.
Oh boy. We're taking you to a new map. Whee!
I don't want to be back. I don't want to be back.
Whoa, why is it blurry?
It's pretty!
Oh, that felt amazing.
It's so pretty!
Alright. As you all
Those
manage...
are now of importance to me. Those two huts in the two corners are now important to me.
What huts and what corners? I don't know what you're talking about.
Talk about it.
Anyway!
You don't
Okay, then. Alright.
Well, we'll just...
So. It's pretty, it's beautiful, I love it.
So, what race is Samoa?
Oh, that's 8 times too big.
From here, I don't know.
Samoa is the magical science experiment race. I forget what it's called.
Next, what's
Like the slime thing?
What?
the race?
Yeah, next, what's your...
Samoa's race?
That's all tier.
What's my race?
Yeah,
Your race.
Oh, Semic Hybrid.
yeah, that's what it was, the hybrid.
Okay.
However, let me set the scene. As you all finally make it to port on Aventiln, you're able to at this point you are at the base of the down at the base of the continent. The only place where the plains touch the sea, as it stretches out before you, an endless expanse of snow and ice, snow-capped mountains and swept with bitter cold winds. Evergreens dot the landscapes and thick forests, all completely capped in snow. You do actually see, a faint pink light emanating from the western mountains. Seemingly the light coming from whatever fell from the heavens that you were sent to retrieve. From here, as you pull your ship into the rickety old dock, which seems to be at least halfway held together by ice itself, you see a walled city just off over the hill. Gentle plumes of smoke rising from the chimneys from within. The entire land is pristine and quiet. Not a sound to be heard except from the gentle whoosh of the wind.
It's like I'm living in a dream.
Call it a dream.
The dream like, by the way.
Right.
I would never call it a dream.
As William and the crew begin to disembark the boat, putting down the gangplank for you all to come off as well, he goes, wait, there's something I always wanted to do. And he bolts down the dock and swan dives into the snow, begins to make a snow angel.
Silas just like with like a goofy grin. That's all I can. That's the only way I can describe it. Just like starts piling snow up into a ball, and like then chucks it at Samoa.
Alright, roll the hit.
Wait, what's happening? Why am I getting
I'm
hit?
throwing a snowball at you.
It's a snowball fight now.
Yeah.
I see.
So the moment
I got a
outside-
3!
So the moment
I'm
we get
just
off the
gonna
boat, I'm going to cast
hang on.
Guys health again and just...
I'm just gonna.
Wait, hold on. What'd you say?
Me?
No,
myself again.
Okie dokie.
Just this, I guess it's just like a.
Your
Before it disappears, I guess.
your Kenny from South Park friend now looks slightly more alive.
Not it. Like I put blush concealer on.
Would it just be like an improvised weapon or something?
That's just a straight yeah, improvised
I'll
weapon.
just do
Sure.
straight. I'll just like do straight hit dice. I got a 3.
You miss entirely, and you try
My
to throw it,
thing's 0.
and it just plops on your own foot.
You're kidding.
I catch on, and I think that we're going to do a snow fight, so I'm going to also I'm going to make a snowball and throw it at Silas.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
That's not 1, so that would be a 3.
It somehow slips from your hand as you throw it, rolls over your fingers, goes backwards, and plops right onto the top of your head.
This is some weird snow. Silas seeing that Carter was trying to throw a snowball at him, but failed, just like bursts out laughing.
Alright, so
I grunt and leave my snowball.
Altair, as the rest of the gang seems to have been embroiled into a newly found snow war, and are doing a very poor job of it. You, on the other hand, are less enthused. You have memories of this place. You have feelings of this place. You remember exactly why you left. And you're not super thrilled to be back.
Yep, you encapsulated it perfectly.
You are also super fucking quiet. Hold on. There we go. Sorry, I'm having to readjust all these volumes. Now, I should clarify a couple of things. You are not from the central city, Altair. Your city is is actually carved into the northern mountains. As the Aarakocra do actually have mountain peak towns with nests carved into the mountain peaks with tunnels in between.
Mm-hmm.
And as you sit there somberly watching everybody have their fun, eventually the crew does seem to pull themselves together. And I'm going to need, who wants to roll an insight check on LeBurb?
I will.
I only have +2.
I can do it.
Yeah.
I can do it.
What's your insight?
+2, but...
So either of us would probably do the same.
Me! Because I'm a very compassionate character. That's my excuse. 13.
Alright. 13. So, Altair, I'll leave this up to... 13 is probably enough to realize that Altair doesn't seem happy. I'll leave it up to you, Altair, if you want to discuss this with your party members.
Altair, aren't you gonna join in?
I don't think I know.
Oh, come on, join the fun.
What's the matter? You don't seem... you okay?
Just being back here after 2 years is just the memories are coming back, and they're not so pleasant, if you will.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. If you want to talk about it sometime,
No,
right?
it's
well, do you want to? I honestly don't know what to do right now. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, it's nothing. Let's just get this over with.
All right then. If you need anything, I'm.
Can we just
right.
can we just drop this, please?
Yes, of course. Right. Everyone, I think we should get moving. Enough with the dilly-dallying.
We should probably find a place to actually, rest.
The cold is getting to me. Though, would probably be worse without these remarkably well-tailored clothes.
Yeah, as William catches onto you, awkwardly trying to change the subject, and goes along with you. I mean, yeah, I'm not used to, sleeves, but it is kind of nice.
Indeed.
You want I differ. I mean, I just keep on pulling the fluffy down from my face, just trying to talk. This is extremely uncomfortable.
See, I would have gotten a smaller size, but... Well... Disguise sells.
By the quick out of character thing, M.
Yeah.
Have you sent me a full backstory for Altair yet, or just the? Because all I have right now is just the cliff notes.
Oh no, I haven't. Sorry, I have to do that.
Yeah, it's all good. Just send it to me in a DM whenever you get the chance.
Okay.
Awesome.
Burp law.
Alrighty, and with that, a lot of you make your way up the winding path, across the snow-covered hills, to the gatehouse at the front of the walled city in front of you. As you near it, you do start to hear the familiar sounds of civilization, the clanging of a forge, the laughter of children playing, and the faint and distant murmurs of people talking and laughing in the city. As you near the front of the gate, you see that there is a drawbridge down over a moat that surrounds the entire town, with guards stationed at the actual gate itself. Well, no, there's guards. Like, the gate is open to allow you in, but there's guards here.
Down.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the drawbridge is down, so I thought like the gate is probably open.
Mm-hmm.
So we just walk in, I guess.
Right. As you walk towards the guards, one of them steps forward and goes. Halt! You'll have to forgive us. We don't exactly have much of a dock master, so just need to. And he pulls out a clipboard from a side pouch that is on his armor. He goes, just need to make sure that you're one of our, that you're on our schedule. Let's see, the Penelopian ship, I presume.
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Right. He turns it around and holds out the clipboard to you. Sign here.
With, of course, the same audacious handwriting that was from painting the boat. Silas just signs his name.
Yeah. Guard takes back the clipboard, turns it around to look at it, and goes, "Yep, you're Penelopian, all right." Rightio. Tavern's down Main Street, 4th building on the right. You'll want to go in there to get yourselves warmed up, and on the morrow, the mayor will talk to you about the star that fell.
Thank you, sir. We will head that way.
Thank you kindly. And don't worry about your ship. We'll make sure that she's good and safe here at port. For the record, this entire settlement seems to be entirely Goliaths.
What'd you say?
This entire settlement, including the guards, are Goliaths. These are massive guards. They stand taller than Aaron.
Have I found any news from Shumi yet about some money?
Wait, say what?
Have I gotten a letter from Shumi yet, or do I know where to get that?
Not yet. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. And with that, he gestures for the lot of you to head inside. The rest of the crew immediately bolts to the tavern. William sits there looking between the ship crew and you guys, looking back and forth, confused as to which group to stay with.
Go on ahead. Have your fun.
He sits there like smiling, like getting a candy shot before he bolts down towards the tavern.
Well, I mean, we wouldn't want them to have too much fun without us. And Silas just like starts to, with less enthusiasm, as the rest of the people who went to the tavern, starts just like trotting his way over, I guess you would describe it.
Alrighty.
Bolt, more of a jog.
Alright, as you jog your way to the Evergreen Tavern and Inn. They build a tavern which, surprisingly for me, is actually a normal tavern. It is not something fucking weird like a giant boulder. As you open the tavern door, a wave of heat hits you. As you look inside, it's a bit of a Norse-styled tavern, as there is a massive hearth in the middle of the room.
Did you just say hearth?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like a Nordic longhouse almost, where there's a big rectangular giant fire in the middle of the room that has a slowly turning spit with a whole roasted pig on it. Inside, you do see that there is only a handful of Goliath townsfolk in here, as it is about the middle of the day. And as you all go in and warm yourselves, we'll end the session there, guys.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry there's no combat today, but don't worry, I got things that are gonna kill you.
Oh, woo.
We have plenty of combat for next time.
Combat and emotional trauma for the bird.
Yep.
Yay.
And the zombie.
I want emotional trauma. What the heck?
Wait, what?
Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry.
I don't have enough.
We need to talk about your emotional trauma.
Silas
a
and
little bit
you
later.
are going to have so much fun.
Once
Over
we
the
get,
session.
Oh, are we? Awesome.
Oh yeah.
I mean, considering what we know.
Yeah.
No spoilers. So, with that, goodbye everyone on Twitch and the YouTubes eventually. We will see you all later. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye, chat.
Bye.
Bye.
See
I'm
you next
packing so much
Tuesday.
trauma into this blood by next session. Let's go. Bye.
Later.